Top said. Oh, I was my baby, you're from Calabos. The only boss. With oneness, baby, I will be everywhere I day and everywhere they go. Tap Send got me covered. If you need to send money or transfer money from Europe, from Canada, from USA, from UK, any part in Europe, you can send it through Tap Send. And guess what? Oceania, they will receive it right here in Ghana and many countries across Africa. So what are you waiting for? Download Tap Send now on Google Play Store or App Store. When you download, it's so easy to use. Tell your families, tell your loved ones to download Tap Send. Okay? But also, when I receive my money, that's how the world is chilling. Like my view, hey, you crazy.
Download Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Hi, God bless you so much. On 24th to 25th of May, Hamburg, are you ready? You just have to get yourself ready. Lord, circumcise my heart. And it's time to have an encounter with God. It's time for women to lift themselves up and speak to this God. So you don't have to miss it. It's going to be 5:30 p.m. sharp every day, 24th, 25th. It's a 2 days program. Circumcision of the heart, where we worship, where we pray, where we have an encounter, where we get filled, where we are empowered for another level. You don't have to miss it. I'm going to be there. Other people are going to be there. You have to be there. So I invite you especially to be there and be blessed. It is time to be impacted. 24th, 25th of May, nowhere than Hamburg, Germany. God bless you for coming. I can't wait to meet you. Thank you.
Hello, this is Lawyer Wisdom of Wismart Solicitors. Join me this and every Friday on OT TV from 8 to 9 p.m. for all your UK immigration matters. I hope to see you there. Thank you.
Tap said. Oh, I was my baby, you're from Calabos. The only boss. With oneness, baby, I will be everywhere I day and everywhere they go. Tap Send got me covered. If you need to send money or transfer money from Europe, from Canada, from USA, from UK, any part in Europe, you can send it through Tap Send. And guess what? Oceania, they will receive it right here in Ghana and many countries across Africa. So what are you waiting for? Download Tap Send now on Google Play Store or App Store. When you download, it's so easy to use. Tell your families, tell your loved ones to download Tap Send. Okay? But also, when I receive my money, that's how the world is chilling. Like my view, hey, you crazy.
Download Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Edo eba eye OT Media TV Jumedia yatuni din se Ask the Lawyer. Yatu kwan aba obi eman so nititiru yenya yewo amanone hanumo. Mra emu ensem eyade bia ehunhia yi papa. Na eba ni UK dia branu bia no na omo esesa omo emra enumu. Na omo esesa mu nso a na yenso ehu behia se yenso yebehu nia ekoso na ya finding yourself wanting and unti na abreni na yene Lawyer Wisdom Akaho from Wismart Solicitors Asia na yene na twetwen komo yebusa ne nsem na ye tie nia ekoso na omaye efutu ene akwankyere se de be ya yenso yebehu ne ekoso ne etutu ya namo edi asiye wanya ne ntie se by the end of 2024 UK omo visa processes no bibia omo ko digital and it is a who apply for a visa renewal and I say will stay bibia ebeye digital na no otu kwan ya obeye den saying ena ebeko ebia ukita BRP no ya chiro so say ebe 2024 although we stay no enwuye but obi a print there you say be 2024 after 2024 UK visa sem saying ena ebeye eno enene yene lawyer Wisdom Akaho esi enkonwa a sabre lawyer aba be kan yen sentino yene ne betwetwe nkomo na yahwe say if there is any update wo hono ma ode ebe ma yen say update bi an shede ni ho dia ene ne ye ka eye UK e-visa ehon asem lawyer me ma ajo anwumrei emo akwaba edo ebadwumadie so
Nana, me so me ma ajo ema akwaba eba ejumadi so won ti sen
Nyamina dom me ho ye pa na won so ai oni abusuafo a ewo wise smart
ejana dum obia ho ye ejane di acha ye mbio nti se wona ya woka divine selection akayenti e da so tinkom
esan se ade achi ade san yenim se ye na ade be chi yen se ade be san yen se ye beti ase se ye ndi ase ti no se wo ti ase a na ye na adom
adom me da se ti ko ni ahwe na ye ma obia do
na no lawyer udi u birthday na uni krom ha o ye se oba obema ya te wonka but oba ye nte wonka da be na birthday party na eba so
Nana se me di bibia che won san won ti uye u organize wi na o ma ho
you budget for say with the Matthew lawyer say me organize na me tun san frɛ mu nyina DJ Bina no radio so ena na damfo invite no the birthday party na say na birthday party a private party ena DJ kwatena radio so ena okoka birthday hu asem na brante na no di ni birthday no so no na ni fie wo bi kakra nti omo ye birthday kakra wo fie e de ama omo bei ena omo bei adamfo kwatena radio so no okoka ye ena ni fie honum obia begu ho ena omo pai ni oma enti enu bi na wuye me boni dede no bia ba e honum na be o anyway Yanko. Yo, and is there any update to be say amount for Shannon? So if not, Yanko a UK e-visa eso.
Thank you. Nana me
fight against the power of darkness. Any aspect.
Nana,
sorry,
we cheer all the our fans and all who are watching all across the world. Yeah, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and a good day, depending on who are in the world. Yeah, Ethiopia. Nana, you know, as I said, as I said, radiasi. So sorry, as I said, radiasi. Obi, little coin and say, oh, Papa Bia, na, or your enemy ma echo school. And I know a DJ or Kobonyum, from place to place. And I all call will be birthday I say, or Bonyum. And see, from the information we have, it's not the same music nana elbow over and over for a long time. And they know also what Yakunyamu console nechi. On any banner quiet in the banner conference so that birthday girl no air band is and you or didn't sakani papa.
Jesus Christ.
Before I even prep paramedics now, I'm say, oh, yes. Oh, Korean now so, Saturday I came and I got panic private. And he said, sorry, would that now sorry? As I said, there, radiasi. Ukwe jumana uba, I said the radiasi. Oye, na nadoi. Oh, hoda. And you know that kind of one cat. My brother, we are nothing. We are nothing. So, through it all, we have to be thankful. Thank you. And you bring one update. And I will be reacting about this Rwanda. Asylum seekers. So be aba krom ha. O dwane bibi ho. Adian so no bet medina adiagi asylum. One, either say political persecution. The crowd was no. the political parties I was, you are maybe an opposition member, and I also said your life is at risk because you are being targeted. And clearly there's maybe political instability was happening. And we can never come here. Self-protection. Wait me in so no judge asylum. We are here as an asylum seeker. Race. If you walk who from the suit. And they are persecuted and they are before wait me again have from her no ignorance so no dear asylum when you are sitting now from her. And now religion, Christians, Muslims, traditionalists, Hindus, they are fighting each other. And you fear for your life. It will never come her. Based on no, you sought for asylum, now it's your mom. Religious background. And now sexual orientation, gay, lesbian, based on that, no, we can never come her. You have a secure asylum. Now, how much amount? Now, wait, and the government, you see, the small boats, no, Eddie cat a puno ever come. And see, to the same category, we say they are all asylum seekers because only never do have they seek asylum as I say, Eddie, as it na amount. And government said they want to discourage for this small boat near Benty. Obi a we asylum seeker bi okrom ha no. Ye pese di omo nyina who the small boat never yo who okrom ha di down. No secure asylum now. Ye di omo nyina to the same basket mo. Ye di omo nyina e pese di omo ko Rwanda. And here no. Some organizations challenge that. Minimum agentia. Minimum nientia. Rwanda is that policy and agreement eto. Because UK, their responsibility are SSA almost so a year assessment assessment mark for no. Person very responsible and see pushes our responsibility no. Some countries UK approaching almost baby. Deal with your own problems. UK approach Rwanda and Kwadi Omwajia to say your parents to say you better me aji asylum seekers na omaba ababet na yeho. And no and our government no et na so almost heading for echo Rwanda. And case no echo court. Case no call court no. And a court me say to me Empobia and Parliament Esankwe, yen Prime Minister here, why you not been said, Cordia, or President Asylum Seekers, El Conti. Omoko ya, case Nico, almost Uncle Society, Emrano, Omodico, House of Commons, Omo debate here, first reading, second reading, Echo, House of Laws, Omoko, to Guya. I come back and forth, so finally, the bill has been passed. They say the Adani Emra. I just said government no Eddie as ever call Rwanda. Now so a crow here. Emra Yejuma crow. And that is the beauty of this country. The law works in this country. The law works. Because Emra Yejuma organizations been so assigned the government no Eddie court. Say Niamoyano and Tasum. The first organization. Okay. The first organization here, FDA, Union Begins Legal Challenge over the Safety of Rwanda Act, as its conflict with the civil servant's duty to act lawfully. The FDA, no, yeah, the union which represents senior civil servants and public service professionals. FDA is a union that represents senior civil, not just junior civil, but senior civil servants and public service professionals. Now, they have a code of conduct the civil servant, the senior civil servant have a code of conduct. And the code of conduct says that they have to act lawfully. It should be lawful. It should be compliant with the rules, regulations, and international laws. Now, Omodi court, Home Office, court, and his government court said, one of my say, as I say, the Embrace so. Now, so sa act na Mudi Abano, one can act no say, the minister be catch a decision maker say, Ombu neni engu, asalam sika ne case this one, and the Mumbu and Mundi engu so. And you say, David. You can't have one law for two different people or different laws for different people. One thing in country say we should act lawfully. Not once I can say. So who frame it, minister be present, sa application mo ignore sa law acting lawfully now. I should ignore acting lawfully and act unlawfully by taking the person to Rwanda. I don't see the government now court to say they cannot tell them to act unlawfully because their code tells them to act lawfully. If the government, the minister cannot call and say they should ignore Section 39 order issued by the court, which prevented the Home Office from taking people to Rwanda in the first place. So the minister cannot tell them to ignore Section 39 because the Section 39 is still active and it is still good law. So, that is the beauty of this country. The law works. It does not matter if you are the prime minister, you are the deputy prime minister, you are who or who you are not. The law is the law. And nothing civil servants and public servants government don't government and they are court. So it is beautiful. Let's see how it goes. The second group now, the government in the court no. Organization be from Lay Day, Leigh Day, D-A-Y, Lay Day, instructed by Asylum Aid. Asylum Aid, and I instructed Lay Day solicitors or lawyers. Say, take the case to court on our behalf. And to notice before action or pre-action protocol. Pre-action protocol just said, so upasodi ubiko court. Sorry in frame. Now say me duako court. As a someone in the partner enya nkita hudie near why mempe any American so empty sisawadwen anasisambrano mama me more 14 days. So once sisana enya me duako court. It's the same omudi omaye near your friend pre-action protocol. Omudi akoma Home Office say Home Office for lawyers say mon shemu ye na mon sisamadwen. After 14 days, so once someone here, and yeah, the mobile court, challenging the legality of the asylum. So interesting this. The GD said more parties, more institutions will challenge the government. And one share, the Bompire said, not even one flight will be able to take off to Rwanda. But of course, I can't be so sure. We have to wait to see how it will come out after the court cases have come into play. So that is the update. Very interesting developments. The government is being taken to court. The government is being challenged on the legality of this Asylum Act. The government is being challenged on the legality of telling civil servants or public workers to act contrary or in conflict with the law. You want to implement the law, but you are telling somebody to act in a way that is illegal or that is in conflict with the law that you want to implement. So very, very interesting days ahead. Let's see how it plays out, and then we'll keep you well informed. Nana, these are EP updates. And then I can go on to my e-visas.
Okay, lawyer. Yabeda say say metwen na edu question time na me or any question be and answer audience no any question be about this Rwanda asylum seekers na ye dia benti sabri there ebra UK call digital na any visa kra omo ema biometric no omo na first na ye di timu passport mu and omo de BRP buy say omo call digital e-visas. No, no, a home asem etisay.
Without say. First, now, yeah, back from her so many years ago, no, yeah, na, almost the stamp be NADC passport, now the pen actually. And as the years were going by, na, and if a body power permanency, na, a BA the film, and a home office was probably one way I say, and almost somebody be a penny, big next. I had to say, sticker be. Now they see passport more visa now they are. And also a course sana they say home office for say David. You remember biometric cards. They say almost David. Yeah, they call electronic visa. The E stands for electronic. E-visas. In other words, electronic visa. Now, set Obiwo biometric residence card Nibia. Usha ye tari letter disu. So what was in all kinds of letter na information na I was a letter disu. It just said so was sitting on on the 31st of December 2024. So card number 21st December 2024 and Teresa was sitting on and na ewu. Card no na EU. Enti omu ye card ni na AP system no. Enti almost all biometric residence cards and biometric residence permits. You see card we're talking about EU for no. You see permits you're talking about UK for no. We have biometric residence card and you have biometric residence permits. Biometric residence card and biometric residence permit. Residence card is for EU nationals and their family members. Residence permit is for UK applicants. Applications that have been made under the UK law. 2.5 indefinite are all biometric residence permit. In the social permit and social card, straight away with the premier, me who card say you are under the EU law. The whole permit is under the UK law. All cards are now ending on the 31st of December 2024. Why? The reason any said for the change was because of the changes in the EU law. From time now, UK, FPU, and there were changes in other European countries, their laws, they had to change the appearance of the permits and the cards. And because of other technical matters, and they had to change the cards. And to share the old UK biometric residence card, are different from their own issues as here. Share color now, they are different. Old one, not chip, be a woman. New one, there is no chip in it. The information is all in there. The chip has been buried in the card. You don't see it is any bank card. Old ones not chip, no over also. But the new ones, the chip has been buried in the card. So that is for your information. After January 2021, Home Office had decided to progress with a more digitized, to make it more digitized way to prove they have decided to go electronic with the visas. The Home Office have decided to make it more digitized. This is why application it is ending 31st December 2024. And Chrese was sitting on an EU. I design your passport. So indefinite SU passport no more. Indefinite ni EU passport no na EU. And the so-called new Ghana passport. Over to me, they are old passport no. This and I still kind of woman still it is still alive. It is still alive. The spirit is alive. It is the body which is the passport, or the body which is the card that is dead. But the spirit which is the citana or one there, the spirit keeps living on. It keeps living on and living on. So Go Office wants to do it this way. Where can you check your expiry date? It's a Home Office. Why application? Near amount decision. Share letter ne so. Letter na yedi amount no. I tell say yedi sit na amount. And no and the betchere da was sitting no ebewu. So the card can show that your leave is expiring on 31st. The card can show that your card is expiring on 31st December 2024, but was sitting may be ending in September 2026. 2.5 years, 2026 or so. The card is expiring 2024, but Asitinano is in 2020. And check the letter now, Home Office, Edimano. The letter Edimano. Check that letter and no, and the retro. Baby, Wasitinano. Tama Wasitinano. Number 2, set dates via any letter and as well. Go online and go to prove your right to work. Prove right to work and share code. Prove right to work and share code. Now, you follow the process. About do stage via Woody, Wooding, and it will number of share the number via work card listen, Woody share any date of every share. Sometimes when you're doing over prove right to work, and then ask you, do you have a biometric card or sometimes called visa? You click yes. Does it have an expiry? Does it have a reference number or expiry date? You click yes. And then with the information I'll share, no one the website web there to her on the share code. Before the share code, it will show you exactly when your leave is expiring. I bet your time was it nano. So one any will let and as well, please check on do the share code. It will give you exactly the dates our signal. So nobody should be afraid. Number 3, e-visa is an online record of your immigration status and the conditions of your permission to be in the UK. It's an online record of your immigration status and your permission to be in the United Kingdom to enter or to stay. To enter or to stay in the UK, you would need to create a UKVI account to enable you access your e-visa. Government in the sea, as I said, everybody must create an UKVI account. UKVI account. So you can go online and go to Google and enter create UKVI account. Then you follow the steps by step by step. You will input the information, your telephone number, your email, and then if you want somebody else to access it, you put the person's name, telephone number, email, so that in the event that that person can retrieve that information on your behalf. It has to be done online. And so the Home Office, the Home Office has started sending emails to applicants to create UKVI accounts. Home Office has started sending email set Obia and create UKVI account. That is for your information. Set onsa anka any emailer mensro because one kasa bet online na wa create sa account. Link no and a Home Office ever send you. And yes, anything difficult. They will only send you the link that create a UKVI account. The same link one kasa bet Google. Just enter create UKVI account and you can create it. And so you don't have to wait for the Home Office to send you a link before you create your account. You can create your own account and put all your information there. anywhere you are in this world, once you have your information, you can go into the system and you will be able to check your status in the UK. So that is for your information. So in future, well, the future is tomorrow. The future is next 2 months, next 3 months, by 31st December, that's the future. You don't have to carry a you don't have to carry a card. Your passport today, you have to hold a passport because the passport shows the country from which you are, the country you are from. But card, you don't have to hold a card. You don't have to hold anything. All you need to know, your date of birth and your vital information, you enter it. Anybody can check it for you anywhere. So updating your physical document to an e-visa will not affect your immigration status. Men can say, oh, media indefinite, yeah. No, it will still show that you are indefinite online. So it will not affect your immigration status or the condition of your permission to be in the UK. It will not be affected. It is the same thing. Our war card. So and not only to the electronic system. So and we can. They say, "Nyamane onam premamu na oye ne juma nti wasitna no enam premamu unkura biom enam premamu ena ekire se wasitna ewo ekrom ha." Now, in future, you will be able to use the e-visa to travel. But me to Kwai, ako Ghana, ako US, ako Canada, ako New Zealand, South Africa, everywhere across this world that you can get access to or you can get visa to, you can use your e-visa. You don't need a card. How would you prove it? Go online, go on the system, do your share code, go to the UKVI site. You'll be able to create you'll be able to see your status and do your application be and all your visa application be they will be able to see say application they will be able to access everything. And to Ghana, you don't have to have a card. Once you have registered with the UKVI, you don't need a biometric card or biometric residence permit. Who do Ghana what? They will be able to check when you're going on, not a problem. They will be able to check. But December 2024, the system would have been updated and almost everybody will have their data on the system. So, your details, your name, papa, only shame I won't say a wa who are sitting now, waiting about it will show that you'll be able to come to the UK to stay or to work if the type of visa you have is what is reflected on the system. So that is very important. You don't need a physical document. Your leave will reflect all across and you'll be able to come to the UK to work, to stay, to study and everything else. Very soon students they'll give them visa, but it will not be on it will not be in the passport, it will be on the system. We'll do information, we'll do information desk for Utuka and Accra International Airport for Yaboshemwa, a Yabase, a Yawa, Abia Wabonsano, a Yabase, a Yawa, they can go through. So nobody should be afraid or nobody should be worried. It is the change in the system. Everything is changing and we have to change along with it. So to get your UKVI account, the Home Office may contact you either via email or your grant letter with instructions on how to create a UKVI account. Now, saying decisions not airbano. The information net to so the link no so into clicking link now it takes you that you're able to create the UKVI account. We have started creating it for our clients. You can book appointments. You call 0208 0165 384. 0208 0165 384. Uba, they're creating your UKVI account for you. Of course, we are working in the you Viveka, but one can free of charge. You don't have to pay anybody to do it for you. But if you want us to do it for you, then obviously we have to charge for some administrative costs for the time and the resources we will use to do that for you. So, alternatively, you can, if the Home Office has not contacted you, you can go online, like I've already said, to create your own UKVI account. There is nothing to be worried about. You are able to do it, and everything will become normal with time. We are all worried, but with time, it becomes normal. One last thing is the government has asked MAC, Migration Advisory Committee, to review graduate routes. So we have first degree, your master's, your PhD, you have more 2 years, no, and I have more 3 years, no, if it is the PhD. Government, they say, some people are abusing the system. So we are university, they expect you to work at the graduate level, but they be below graduate level, be more restaurant, below graduate level. And don't see, catch a mark. So mark should go and review the system and come back on the 14th of May with a report. We are yet to see. They want to see if people who are in the UK, who are finishing degree, are they doing jobs that are far, far below degree level, or they are getting jobs at the degree level. That will determine whether they should keep the graduate route or they should scrap the graduate route. The government is closing almost all the doors. Almost all the doors. But thankfully, Natisa, Labour say, Rwanda policy, no. So at least that is some comfort to us. We went near to Aba, they were sitting them netu Abapa. They were sitting them netu Abapa. So person call Rwanda, now we are call Rwanda, and yet to Aba. So person over Consua, and then we be a Wabana, Ebeko. Labour some dear, Juma. Conservatives say, Juma. Into where do your own assessments and make a decision. But the intimate culture say, Uncle right and Uncle left. Based on your own assessments, make your decision. Nana, question time.
Yo, lawyer, you better say, update how their brain need to see on e-visas, no? Na, me one or two be answer na, mema, amount for so who quite no more questions are, so idiom questions aba. Lawyer, we say, Sabri, Home Office has started sending emails for people to create their account. Advice being and I would be my na yanko click any other link via ama obi and details and find the ope. Then mumuno you be making sure say email I receive is coming from Home Office. And we are responding, we are clicking on a link to update our status online for us to have our e-visa. What should we look for in this email?
Thank you. The email asks specific questions. First of all, if you are not confident, set your click the corrector and here bank of Wikipedia. But decision letter from Home Office. Now the link was and there you can be 100% assured that letter Home Office be abroad through email. That link is authentic. You shouldn't have any worry at all. The second one is set. Uko online and so Google, not Uko click UKVI. There is only one email, only one link that will come up, and the questions they ask are very specific to you as an individual. Of course, your date of birth, any that is also something you can be mindful of in inputting into the system. Set a year genuine. You will see if anything ends with like .com. If there's any link that ends with .com, .org, and normally to end with .gov.uk. Normally to end with .gov.uk. Anything that ends with another kind of email or closures, you should be quite mindful of it. But clearly, you can always call us at least to verify. Set. You don't want to be in difficulties, you can always contact your lawyers, you can contact us, you can contact your legal representatives, so that you don't have to have the fear set some sham or some fake or some fraudulent organization and this information want to capture your information. But I am very certain that the Home Office has taken notes and made provision for all protections so that only the right source can be accessed to input every people's your friend is saying details on the EV service.
My memfa Patricia na memfa two others. Lawyer George way before say be me rebefi. So a ban say all the time say me renew me visa, me ma a lawyer and an acting on my behalf. Indeed, when Home Office is communicating to me or communicating with my lawyer, and I'm a lawyer, and so I frame me and catch me. So in this case, in the Home Office is sending emailer, or be send ya command me lawyer, and also be send ya bremi. Lawyer, keep this one.
Oba send I'm a lawyer because lawyer ni email no, and yet the contact email Home Office for a work. There are some instances we have two emails. We have the lawyer's email and then we have your own email. Set one castle email the Home Office may contact you directly or maybe copy the lawyer as well. We always use our emails. The reason being that you have to confirm. You have to verify the ID. It delays our application process. If we have deadlines to meet, and now process, can you verify something for me? Maybe you are working underground, we can't get. So we use our emails, so we communicate directly with the Home Office. In a case like yours, as you've asked, the Home Office will email your lawyer. The lawyer will have the link. The lawyer can call you, or you can call your lawyer and say, have I received any link? If not, are you able to create the UKVI account for me? Yes, the lawyer may take you through over the phone and guide you if he has the time to do that. Otherwise, Obama book appointment, you spend some time with him, what by office, within a matter of 30 minutes, 45 minutes, we'll be there. Then you can go confidently, knowing that your details have been uploaded in the right section of the Home Office.
Yo, my info Patricia. Pat, please unmute yourself and ask a question, bra.
Lawyer, good evening.
Good evening, Mama.
Good evening.
Now, so. Patrol, my question is, me be working skilled visa ni be my sister and my brother, me domo gu. Na yadene maka home. Omo de bread say omo de amount kolano. By email omo be send ya ma yetimi akwa je omo passport ni ade no ebro be 3 months ni. Yenya sa email no pacho.
Ma omo ko ba omo nsano no ye ma omo slip bi. Ye ma omo like receipt bi. First receipt na nko kra. Omo ka say yes ya information. E dia na kire say information na about some the amount on printing sa email no with the receipt say akoda akra ho a ye the passport never mom. So it can be very, very time sensitive. My application am obida the visa akoda Ghana ho. 2 people visa and passport akoda Ghana ho. 6 months. Home Office and send an email. Phone so Francophone, Oman Frey and Oman Sani email. That was 6 months. The visa no a week. Till later, Yanni Home Office for communicators said, what is going on? We've been waiting all this while. What is that? And I'm sending a letter and said, we've made a decision. The visa is with the Home of in Ghana. And we said, we never received any information. And then they sent us the real decision. Omukoyano, now Crawford were sitting on the passport and the visa had expired. So we had to apply for them again. Very unfortunate. In the mechanism, sometimes you don't understand why it happens. Passport na kodaho, information no. Some friend if an omon friend umuda hosa na visa newu. Intinisro, some back to me omon ko akra hold the receipts and sure said that why yeah the amount. Omon print with the receipts. So there's some good people there who will be more than happy to help you to give the passports to the kids, Mr.
Okay, it does.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yemfa Dan and Twaso. Dan, please unmute yourself now for a question, bro.
Yo, Panyu for with you, Michiamo. My question and it's I come with 3 months na my visa na uwa na adwuma na me no mu ye adwuma no se nkofo na me no mu ye adwuma no se omo policy ni say 3 months ansa no my yamo. But my question no license then find say me pese metro sa omo IELTS ni bi na me wo degree a metimi e dey free Ghana na is it allowed?
Yes, it is allowed. Brother Dan, it's allowed. Now, so who a degree from Ghana and then you're better and say, as I said, who can go online and contact ECTIS, ECCTIS, ECTIS. And we are organization here, a certify degrees from other countries. Ombakase, PAP will transcript, PAP will certificate, any proficiency in English language. Tanyama will say, would you now they will make the assessment. Akase Oampa. Degree now we are Ghana is of the same level as a degree in the UK. Only the confirmation letters now, Ebema. Unya sa letters now. What you the evidence that your applications being till the time of your British citizenship in the UK. ECTIS, ECCTIS. Go to Google and you'll be able to get their details and please contact them. Why?
Okay, Matido, that's a lawyer.
My infant mommy and so and twaso. Mommy Pacho, or meet yourself near you.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening, Mary.
Please, I have 2 questions. The first one is, my sister de care ekoye. Ena person be fan mba sewi. Na me person me who say me no 26 years. Obetumi de me attach say bia I'll be in a case no caretaker. Will it be possible? And the second one is may a nurse, mature IELTS and CBT, but unfortunately I'm not getting a job. Tina me person may apply for visa na me fancho oski. So I wanted to find out sika ebe here say me present in my account. I bebo ama me visa ni betumi a grant ama. These are my 2 questions.
Thank you. The first one, I'll respond by saying no. Your sister wants me and application because you are an adult, so you can't come as a carer for the children, and also it's her responsibility or it is her duty to care for her children. If she needs assistance, she can call on private people who are able to provide such services and she has to pay them. So you are not able to come to be the carer for the children. In any case, there are social services in the country here that anybody can access if there is a need for you to use their services, but not to bring a family member to come and be a carer. So that will not work. The other one is you are a nurse, you have the IELTS and the CBT. You want to know how much you need in your account. You can make an application. Now, have you tried to make an application to any particular organization?
Yes. I've been applying for jobs several times, but my applications are not successful. So I was trying to maybe apply for a visit to come and write the OSCE and then get my PIN to see if I can get a job with the PIN.
Okay, so you are thinking of a visit visa, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and you want to know how much you need in your account before you can apply for a visit visa, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, good. There is no fixed amount for visit visa applications. No fixed amount is required for visit visa applications. But this is what they do. They ask, number one, if you come to this country, would you go back? That is the first thing at the back of their mind. That Sawuba Ubeko Ana. Why do they ask this question? Amu bisa because Onamunim said, Yamu bebre, ye with visit visas, and we never went back. A lot. Let me the statistics now, actual. The statistics is there that Ghanaians, Nigerians, we come with visit visas and we don't go back. Me just say, Yamu be our platform, no some probably testify to the fact that we came, some came to act, to dance for some conferences, etc., for visits, and we never went back. So they have all the statistics, and because of that, almost when we come, we don't go back. So, a day never say, Uba, Ubasako, a Juma Ben Away, Sika sang na wuje, Sika sang na wuse, sang na ekamau, savings sen na wo. How many months na wo save and sana unya sa Sika na wo savings account me? A day never say, Uba, say Juma no ebeda su awo ho ama on wasa akwa. They make all these assessments. A day never say, you have strong attachment to your home country. Are you married? Do you have children? Are you responsible for anybody? Do you have some properties? Do you have a business? All these assessments are made. And if the answer is no, 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 certainly I will say, sign it for your bar and your idea of a call. Or even if the answer is yes, 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 but still, after all the assessment, I will just say, can I want to debate pound sterling more? I'm say, Ghana, we did 10,000 Ghana cedis a month. They convert it into pounds. Maybe it's around tap, maybe 600 pounds, and not less than that. I'm say, Uba, no be clean and poor, more than that a month. I'm waiting also, and they are refusing. So there is no fixed amount. It all depends on the assessment. The assessment that determines whether they'll give you the visit visa or not. So build your account very well. Give yourself some reasonable period of time. Build it well. With the cash to account one, they will ask you, where is the cash coming from? What is the source of the money? Who person over statements in the and cash na kutum, they will refuse the application. And the salary that is better. That should say you have a constant source of income. That is what they use to determine these applications. And see, I me the war. Then Kamayan said, Mesha school be mum, maybe a uni, maybe a master's in nursing or something of the sort, a first degree in nursing, master's in nursing or something. Now they are no etiaba. That is a little more liberal than you having to have some amount in your account for a visit visa. Ghana, they say no. Your visit visas, no, they are refusing it left, right, center because you're sick now. Who the pounds more? Not yet. Very, very slow.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, my dear. Nana?
Lawyer Yemfawe, or say if someone is refused a visa to the UK and has no right to appeal, when can they reapply?
They can reapply if they have not been banned for 10 years or 5 years. They can reapply as soon as there is a change in their circumstances, or as soon as there's a change in their circumstance, or there are changes in their circumstances. If there is no change in your circumstance and you apply based on the same, facts, you will get the same result. So as soon as there's any significant change in your circumstance, you can make another application to come to the UK. Example, your refusal will be a visit visa. And later, what worry will be our UK. That is a massive shift in the circumstance. The first one was visit. Second one is marriage. These are two separate instances. Over to make an application almost immediately. Neobi some time ago they said, your application. In fact, when we Chrome and I name Nicole, Ghana for say Uncle now. What happened was, I think with the 15 years, and I named visa application, application said Omra Embassador visit visa. That was a wrong application because I will probably won't from my name later name indefinite now. Time now you won't none my many assets now. You didn't call Ghana. I put the 15 or later name indefinite. And the instance on my British passport registration application amount. I'm a registration amount. I'm a visa application, and I'm refusing. And say, or could you just a kind of refusing? Into the brand, and I'm Mama, you've made a wrong application. Work with Tusake Group. So we have to register the child as a British citizen. The next day, we put in the application for the child's registration. The child is now here with a British passport. So in such a case, you can say there's a shift of the application because the circumstances are different. There is no timeline. As long as there is a shift in your circumstance, you can make a fresh application.
La obi busa se anyibia UK VI no se eba se wo create account na wanya wo online e-visa na home office jisika bia na
Baby, I'm on your and see, so we call link that is a red flag for you that it is not genuine. Because picture, we've started doing it for clients. We can't know the web. Your phone, we put it on the card, it will read the chip, we take the back of it, we take a picture of it. Everything is digitized. So everything, there is nothing to pay to the home office, zero to pay to the home office. Of course, and I'm going to say your lawyer may charge you for the time of spend. If he's going to spend 30 minutes to do it for you, he will have to charge you. He can't do it for free because or spending 30 minutes for 10 people, that's 5 hours of the day. Or spending 30 minutes for 6 people, that is 12 for 12 people, that's 6 hours of the day. While this car, he will be out of business. So the lawyer will charge you for the time they used to do it for you. But of course, you can do it yourself. You don't have to pay anybody if you know how to do it. You don't pay the home office anything. Zero.
Mipacho, there is a lady in the chat room called Barbara. Bacho, Barbara Bainey. Bacho, if you are there, I want to speak to you. Barbara Bainey. Hello, Bacho. Oh, chat room call Barbara. Bacho, can you come on the winner Mino Kasa Barbara? Okay. Se Barbara na entimi amba mbekasa. Mesre se we don't allow anybody to come onto this platform in the chat room to give any advice, direction, or any information to any of our audience because I don't want to be responsible for anything that it happens to you. Then you say, Oba platform way so enobi can't say. Before I'll bring somebody to this platform, I vet the person, I know who the person is, so I can confidently vouch for the person that I'm talking to on my platform. So if you come on this platform, let me invite you, you are not allowed to give any direction, any advice, anything to anybody on this platform. So Barbara, please stop that. Thank you. Yentuaso. Stephanie Mpacho, unmute yourself and ask your question. If it's Stephanie and Niafa, Johnny. Now you're the question time now, baby. Johnny, but after Stephanie, Unaoko. Steph, you.
Good evening, Nana. Nana Kwame. Pacho Madura ni. Pacho Madura Coventry na me banner account na me dear Remy. Nana Pacho say.
Nyamina do me ho ye na nso ai.
Pacho me ho ye nana. Lawyer me Pacho me question ne say. Ukuta Dutch passport yewo emre bi because I'm say men remuntum but na em say wo can be about yɛn yɛkuta EU passport no mmerɛ bi ɛɛba ma yɛn anaasɛ biribi anaa mpakyɛw.
Mo a mokura EU passport anaa?
Mpakyɛw yɛwɔ UK ha no.
De bi mmara foforɔ bi a ɛmma for EU nationals. Ne aba no na ɛyɛ adwuma. And once I will register who pre-settled status and you will be aware to have for 5 years when your settlement, who you're British citizen, which will life in the UK test, which will B1 or for the British citizenship. So it's the same rules not yet for everybody. So nothing new has come to affect EU nationals in the UK.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yo, Madura, that's it, and then enumerate. Yemfa Johnny. Johnny Pacho, unmute yourself and ask a question, bro.
I've got a little bit of cold, but you've been managing this. Lawyer, any bra, how you host? Me with 2 questions. One question, and it's me wo one brother ebi wa ha onye minua onye mebusuani but ye nua no ye nyina fi kro baako na ma discover say wonya o medical issue kakra watena kro yi mu for about 10 years it in the route or the buy and say free South Africa, Ghana to South Africa, and from South Africa to Ireland to free Ireland in Obibra UK. I think that time it was free. To the South Africa passport in the Bibra Ireland, no free Ireland, no, or far bus, ABC UK. Now, here in the case, Onin Krata, but or you be near my age, and when you're neurological issue, Yare Kakra, Omu Guswa, Omu yet, Omu running test, our ropes, Omu Adekodia, Ehano, whether a degenerative, and I say a wokio. And what be here say one ebuano because at the age of the real age, is towards 60.
Johnny,
brother.
But this question, it will be possible. Ask lawyer offline. Take lawyer number. Not ask him offline. Not call the next question. So, why?
Mate. The next question here about my dad. Me person he's like 74 years old now. And me lose my mom last year around about October. Me person how easy would it be? My starting process, I apply online on his behalf. And when he asked me who lawyer, and I said,
"What's your status, my brother?"
But Jose. Me wo biometric card under the EU because I'm married to an EU person.
You are married to an EU national. Okay. So if you're married to an EU national, your father is also a family member of the EU national by definition of who a family member is. But because he's your dad, he is called an adult dependent relative of an EU national. So he's an adult and he must be dependent. So it is possible for him to come, but you need your birth certificate and possibly a DNA to show the relationship. I believe you have that. That is 1. 2, you need evidence of dependency. You have to show that he is dependent on you and your wife. So money transfer receipts, more money transfer receipts, communication, maybe you pay his medical bills, you have evidence to show that if he's unwell, he goes to the hospital, communicate with the doctors, you pay the bills. So money transfer. Or maybe we get door to door shipping, evidence for why just if you can produce those evidence to show that he's dependent on you and there is nobody else who can look after him in Ghana, then of course, Bubetseme, application for him under Appendix GUSS Family Permit. I can tell you that this application will, well, let me say, may be refused. It's 50-50. And then you take it to court. Anybody who is more than 21 years, they refuse the application. And then you take it to court to challenge the Home Office. And the judge will see through that truly your dad is dependent on you or the man now with me about counsel. So it is possible to do it.
But I say, lawyer, the idea and say or but for just a visit now I call until within a couple of years no as like every year be of the grandchildren because or more to yentimi for call regular or no beba or you know, and then he goes back. Sana idea no etie.
Okay, that's a very fair one. But you see, under the EU law, there is no provision for visit visas. And see, even though we are a EU national, so Papa ever as a visitor, they will use the UK law. The same things I enumerated earlier. His age, what shows that you go back, the attachments, all those things, how much money is in his account. They will use those things to assess his application. These people who make the decisions, I'll be very honest with you, sometimes they are insensitive. They don't care. They just don't care. They can just refuse. And say, that is the thing. So yes, you can make the application for him to come as a visitor. You may be fortunate. I mean, I'm not saying they would be, but you may be fortunate, but it is 50-50. But because of the agency, it is likely said, I would be 74 years, and
exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So lawyer Emerentino Pacho Yembonito na yentimi emphasis in Brevier. Yemfa Joseph Foster. Joseph Foster means no amount so but you unmute yourself now for a question, bra. If you want my Martin, me found my fatilina with the questions na baby. But you yet you.
Yo, Jameda say, lawyer, me damina say. Me so me the say, you of any sense. No wale British ni na akaka na mbra so say me could renew me biometric by December. Now me pese me hu de esese be ya sana bet me could renew. And all my say me here.
Pacho 5-year witness and a 10-year witness.
Media no demand 2 years or British.
Yes. Who your first application now was sitting and now we are sitting.
Yeah, na me sitting.
Now we are sitting until you do want to 10-year witness. So when you are sitting and now we are, you do to 10-year witness. And see we have 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. 2.5, 5 years, another 2.5, 7.5 years, another 2.5, 10 years. So you're on the 10-year routine. And you could have switched from the 10 years to the 5-year route. In Kauye, English language test at level A2. And now, meet the financial threshold now to say £29,000 for the two of you. You alone or both of you. We have £29,000. With now switch you from the 10 years. So instead of 10 years now, you switch to the 5-year route. Over here 2.5 and another 2.5. No one 5 years from indefinite leave to remain. But your question is documents. Documents. Over here, your passport, your BRP, your proof of address. Let's say 2 years, your bank statement, 6 months, pay 6 months, letter lawyer, those are your documents. Wife, your marriage certificate, wife's proof of address, 2 years, because you have to show that you're still living together throughout the period at Yedia Mama. Copy of her passport, British passport, the tenancy agreement, pay slips, bank statements, if she is working. I believe she is. If you have children or you have a child, the child birth certificate, a letter from the child's school or GP. With this, you can make the application. You'll be fine.
Yo, okay, me that say, now who can say who ND be 29,000 now? Me was to see me but me self-employed. Me any more than 29,000.
Okay.
Me any more than 29,000 as a self-employed. But we necessarily my first application, English test me or have me my A1, me A1.
Yeah, you didn't need to do that.
Okay.
Then you would use why you don't need the English language. So that was a waste of your £150. You shouldn't have that. If you're on the 10-year route, there's no need for the English test. If you're on the 5-year route, then it's a 7-year English test. No. Okay.
All right.
We are going that.
Lawyer, me time nintino. Let's contact details to you. Na Johnny and Fana Chilino on frona or new Indi and Como. Time no running out. Yemfa Chematin Italy na Yemfa Embra area. Lawyer Pacho, ubit me the contact details at chat room one na or more afanechi or metimino akasa. Chematin Pacho yeti.
Opening me that say, good evening. Pacho, we'll be Mr. Quick one say, Obi the COS on a temporary worker for charity, Eba Como with the dependents. I know say the charity one, you're not entitled to leave, or you're not entitled to leave after 1 year, but it's due for renewal for 1 year. Dependents, no, is dependent able to switch or Como dependent switch? Is it possible?
It is possible. It's possible for the dependent to switch to any other work-related section. It depends which area you want to switch to. So if you go to gov.uk, for instance, and you enter care worker, it tells you the categories from which you can switch to that section. So if just go to gov.uk and maybe you want to switch to a student, what are the categories you can switch from? So if you're here as a visitor, you can switch. If you are here as a child student, you can switch. If you are here as a seasonal worker, you can switch. If you're here as a person who is on temporary admission, you cannot switch. If you are here as a person who is a visitor, you can switch. So you see that charity worker is not in this list. It means that they are able to switch to other categories, particularly their dependents. It is possible. But first of all, check the category in which you want to switch to, and then you will match against the category of people who can switch to that or not. No, I'm trying to enter into the chat, but I'm struggling. Can you please do that for me, please?
Okay, all right, that's fine. Yemfa Tilly and Fenkato. Na member what lawyer numbers no and mine is here. Tilly,
good evening. That's it. Good evening, and good evening, Lawyer Wisdom.
Well,
I called yesterday. Last some OD number need to jam I meant me and I think because I was busy working. Okay. Now, my office, I called the office a day before and yesterday.
Yes.
And almost me book up appointment.
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know whether this appointment will be directly to you, ma'am. Book. You know, the last time I spoke is just to do with the seasonal workers. I'm a person me inquiry me brother be.
Yes.
Yeah. And see, I don't know because I don't have your that. I'm happy to do the book the appointment, but I don't want them to book me with anyone because this is something personal I want to discuss.
Mommy, you are more than welcome. When you do call the office, just say you want to book for WA Wisdom account myself, they'll book it for you. So I know sometimes there are some issues you want to discuss with somebody specifically.
Mm-hmm.
We have Lawyer Amua, we have Lawyer Francis, we have Lawyer Rosemary, we have Paula, we have what do you call it? I've got about 7 lawyers. Mm-hmm. So tell them specifically you want to speak to Lawyer Wisdom, you want to book to see me, and you would have me.
All right.
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful, Mom.
That's it. Thank you.
That's it. Nana.
Lawyer Mpacho, Obama, or last words, Nafi, yeah, the contact details are to ya, na the show now by for Ene, Yami Adman next year, but sign no share.
Miss Rowe, last words here. At the Zenia, me kwame baby home, sorry. Okay, my last submission. We are grateful to God for bringing us this far, and God willing, next week, God willing, next week, I'll give you more information on the changes that are coming, particularly with regards to these e-visas, and of course, I'll put out there strategies of getting or applying for your successfully applying for British citizenship. A lot of people are struggling. English language test. Which areas should you write English language test? Which areas should you not write English language? People waste a lot of money writing the test when they don't need it. And see, I'll talk about the English language test. The areas you need to write the English language test, the areas you don't need to. And of course, I'm more than happy to respond to any questions. Maybe the following week we'll talk about children. You won't be brave or proud Ghana. But the application, sometimes we don't do it well, or we don't know the right rule under which to make it. I will also discuss that. UU4, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, grandparents, father, mother, it's possible to still bring them. We'll talk about this soon. I am very grateful. I really, really appreciate you all. Nana, I am very grateful. And say, I want to wish you a happy bank holiday weekend. Let's take some rest. Myself, I will try and take some rest. I usually don't, but I will try this time and take some rest. I wish you all a good weekend. Nana, over.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Wow.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nana Kwame. Thank you, Nana Kwame. Thank you.
Thank
you. Joining every Friday. And it's a Friday. We'll busy now, so you make time to join us here. So the you be seeing BB. Mr. Lawyer Wisdom, the number no 0208 0208 016 5384 0208 no 0208 016 5384 0208 5384 in the batch of Bomodiana na any lawyer and she na mu Asia. Yamina next yebetan eno Asia. Nisrewa Bomodia na sharing to say Yamia Duma every Tuesday be every Wednesday be health talk. Health talk. The doctors Eba any more etwetwe enkomo health issue be I will be out to me busa one question and I say any health related question be I know the bar Dr. C etimi eyi ano amount and into Bomodia every Wednesday be between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. London time. The Jumedia your friends say OT Health Talk Ebro. Thursday na the time with tap send the Ebro na afi Friday ask the lawyer with Lawyer Wisdom Akaho. The mwasi bebre nyame aduma. That's ene ebesan enueshia makramo. Bye bye for now.
Hello, this is Lawyer Wisdom of Wismart Solicitors. Join me this and every Friday on OT TV from 8 to 9 p.m. for all your UK immigration matters. I hope to see you there. Thank you.